Okay, we're going to be doing another Star Note hunt, and we get a bonus. The first pack is going to be a B Series Star Note from 2013, and this is one of the duplicate ones. So we are starting off with one of the Star Notes that had been duplicated in 2013. So I'm going to do this stack first, and then I'll check back with you. We'll be looking for Star Notes, older notes, and fancy serial numbers. So we're starting off with a win. So I'm going to go on this, and fortunately it's kind of messed up wind, but it's probably in the better shape of any of the duplicates I've found so far. But we're starting off with the duplicate one. So I'm going to check back. I'm going to go through the rest of the stack looking for them, and I will check back with you here in a minute and let you know what I found. All right, I'm done with the first stack. This was the only Star Note in there. B Series from 2013. Nah, both Star Notes full. I pulled this one out. I don't know if this is going to make it worth anything, but there's a glob of ink on both those fours that smudged it a little bit. I don't know if that's just enough of a smudge to lower the value or enough to raise it, make it worth more. But I will look into that more. So I'm set it to the side, and I just pulled this one aside because it's the high number I ran into, and I always pull out the high number and a low number if I run into a low number somewhere. This one ain't going to give us a hint about what's in it. So I'm going to go through the next band, and I will check back with you as soon as I get done. So talk to you in a bit. All right. The next set of notes or set of 100 wasn't as productive. All I got was a low number out of it, and it's in a really low number. But it's the first one I found with two zeros. That starts off 2 zeros. So hopefully we'll find something better in here and have something more to report back to you with. So check back with you in a second. All right. Didn't find any Star Notes, but I found this one here, which has been battered and used and abused, 2017A, but it's quad pairs, 2 3s, 2 7s, 2 6s, 2 0s. Not in really good shape, but still kind of cool. This one right here is a flipper, 0880180. And if you turn it over, it's 098108880. So ones are iffy, but we got it. So I'm not expecting anybody to ever buy that. So I'm not worried about it. It's just fun for me right now. I'm going to go through the next stack, and I will check back with you and let you know what I find after I get done. Talk to you in a minute. I'm done with the next band. Again, no more Star Notes. I found one old one, and this old one seems to be in pretty good shape. It's a 1995, and I looked it up, and for the New York Mint 1995, they made a little over 2 billion. So there's a few of these out there. And then I found this one. It's a trinary, but I just thought it looked kind of cool. There's 3 7s, 3 5s, and 2 3s. So I thought that was kind of cool that it was duplicate like that. I got the last band to go through. I'm still only one Star Note, so hopefully we can find some more of that in there. And then I'll give you a wrap up after I'm done. So I will talk to you here in a second and wrap it up for you. All right, I'm done going through them. I don't think the last bunch didn't have any new things there with us, so I'm just going to do a summary. Start off with these. Either the highest number and the lowest number I found. I don't think they were high enough or low enough to be worth anything. Um, that one looks like it's real close to being the 959399950. That's real close to being a fancy serial number, but not really one. Low serial number here. Also got 2 2s, 2 3s, 3 0s, and then a 7. So that kind of blows out from being a local. But these are just going back in the stack. I got the older note here. This is one of the better condition 1995 ones I found. It is made in Washington, D.C. But like I said, looking here in the book, 1995 B Series, made in D.C., New York. they made over 2 billion of them. So not rare, even though it's in good condition. Um, this trinaries really aren't worth anything. I just kind of like the way that number looked, and we do this for fun, damn it. The flipper, also pretty cool. This one right here was 3 pairs, 2 3s, 2 7s, 2 6s, 2 zeros. Not in great shape, but still. And I looked for the smudge because this one here just has, this extra ink was there on those 2 4s right there and there. Not on that side. And they got smudge, but I can't find anything saying those are worth anything. The smudges that are worth money are big smudges, not just little smears like that. But I'm gonna hang on to that one for a while anyway. And then we have the Star Note. This one's been folded and everything, but let's see if I can bring thing up. I got the number up there that we can look up there. So, and this one is the DC. Oh, print facility. This one is the DC one. Okay. Or no, I take it back. This one is the Fort Worth one. Sorry, my bad. You can tell it's Fort Worth because it has a FW right there in front of the plate number there. It means it's Fort Worth. And that's what they're telling us right there also. If it has an FW in front of it there, it's Fort Worth. If it's just the large number and the plate number, it's Washington. So we'll do this. It's not rare. It's not rare there. It is a replacement note, but it's not rare there. But important note, this run of serial numbers was printed twice. Once in Fort Worth printing facility and once in Washington, D.C. So we can read more about that here. So this is a list of serial numbers that was printed twice, and this one falls under that one right there. Oh, that series right there. And there's a project to go register the notes with to see if you can find the double one. I've been told individually these things here are they were printed in DC first, and then 2 years later they were printed again in Fort Worth, but not all of them were printed in Fort Worth. DC only had 1 through 25,000, and then 3.2 million to 6.4 million, and 6.4 million to 9.6 million printed twice. Where in Dallas, you have the 0 through 1. Dallas did a 3.2 million on the first, or Fort Worth did 3.2 million on the first run, but only the first 25,000 were, or 250,000. Sorry, getting my numbers right there. 250,000 are duplicated out of the 3.2 million. And then all of the second and third runs were duplicated. So that's what we got. And this goes through and just tells you a lot about how to tell where the print was done. But this is my currency collection website. A lot of good information there. So let's go through this. So this is my third note to find for duplicates. So I'm going to add that to my other two. And that's it for the run. Didn't find a whole lot, but finding that is a really good find. So we did find something really good. So these are the two big finds. These other ones here are pretty cool. This one might be cool, but I think this one's just so minor, I don't think it's worth anything. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and hang on it. And if it turns out not to be worth something, I can just spend it later on. So that's it for the run. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, and um, God, what else? Remember, we do this for fun. So do this for fun, have fun with it. And like I said, even if you save something that's not worth anything, you can always spend it later on. So this might just be a good way of setting back some money so you don't spend it. But I will talk to y'all later on. Good luck in your hunts, and y'all have a great time. Talk to you later.